one of the things that is always interesting when you get to like open houses and events like the one we are with Meccanotecnica today, is of course to meet people, but it's also let's say the global perspective. We just spoke to Elena, who is now researching Europe and the different countries about how they are seeing the Meccanotecnica product line in relation to everything they do. Now we're going to talk to Luca. Hey, Luca.
Hi. Hi.
I don't think you're the counterpart to Elena because you're also responsible for sales in the US, right?
Yes, you're right.
The US is always seen as this gigantic market for everybody, right?
Yes, you're right.
So are you selling like 20 machines every day or?
25.
25? Yeah, okay. That must be nice, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
I guess that it's a complex market, right?
It's a complex market. I mean, I've been working for 10 years for Meccanotecnicagroup, and I'm now been working for 2 years in the US. And our biggest challenge now is, to be known as a full solution provider of digital solutions.
Yeah.
We were well known for these micro sewing machines, and now the challenge is to be known for the digital finishing lines.
And the challenge is that you at the one side you have the offset and the conventional finishing, and then on the other side, of course, you have the digital, but it's not the same players.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So you have to get to entirely new players, basically.
Yes, correct. This is the most important challenge for me, and we were known for traditional offset equipment, and now we have to enter into the digital environment because we know that the trend is this. And we see, based on the data, that the inkjet technology are getting better and better and better, and we have to be ready to be known from companies that in the past we have never approached.
I would say that when you have an open house like this, where you also introduce products like the Lyra, and you just before Drupa had the Serial, it seems that the portfolio is getting more and more complete. I guess that's also interesting because when you go now and visit a printing company in the US, if they are not interested in this segment or this segment or this segment, now you have more options, right?
Absolutely. This is a fantastic tool to open doors because when you have a big portfolio, you can enter into companies with different solutions according to the needs of the company. So we can start with company that are used to produce sewn digital book blocks, but with companies that are not familiar with sewn books and offer solution for perfect bound book. And now with the introduction of the last piece of the entire equipment, we are ready to be known as a full solution provider in digital environment.
I guess that another challenge I foresee for you is also that when you come into a printing company that is already in digital, they have solutions could be from Hunkler Tech now, could be from Müller Martini, it could be from Horizon. So people are not just taking out old equipment because you visit them even though you're a nice guy, right? So it's also a matter of being at the right time at the right place, right?
Yes, this is important. Yeah. This is a fantastic, this is the right point that you mentioned, and I'm traveling now all over the country in order to be known and to be known for Meccanotecnica and for the book automation group.
Yeah. When you look at your product portfolio, I think that is maybe the newest of all the product portfolios among your competitors because you came from this the sewn books, but everything else is relatively new. Do you see also, because you have a poster down here with the Serial where you have the productivity gain in books of one. Is that like the key selling argument when you visit an American company that already have invested in some competitors?
What we try to make clear to potential customers is that we differentiate by the fact that we are well known for manufacturing book binding machines, and we are able and we know how to produce machines for books.
Yeah.
And we try to transfer this philosophy and this logic to the other machines that we are now offering. So when I'm visiting potential customer, I'm trying to describe our solution, of course, comparing our solution to the solution of the other vendors, but making clear the point that we have experience in the market and we can offer something different.
What about, because I mean, I always think that when we make films, for example, we look very much like in Asia, they are very much focused on technology. In Europe, they are also a little bit about the storytelling behind the products and how that. In America, it's very often straight to the ROIs.
Yes.
So the business case needs to be aligned. So when you look at the placement in market, are you also able to offer something from a price point that is interesting for printing companies, or?
Yes, we are trying to build some prospect or some. We are trying to build something to offer to the customers or to the potential customer in order to make them clear the ROI.
Yeah.
This is an approach that in Europe and in Asia sometimes is not so common, but in the US it's fundamental to offer to the companies the 18-month ROI.
Yeah.
So we are relatively new in this way to proceed, but with Stefano and with the entire group, we are ready to offer in the next weeks something clear to help and to bring something new to our customers.
Last question. Being an Italian in the US, you're not the first Italian, of course, right?
I'm not the first one. I will be not the last one.
Yeah. So how is it? Because I mean, I think when I think of Italy and US, I think there's so big differences in food and culture and even how you drive the fucking cars, right?
Absolutely. I've been stopped already from the police. I'm very familiar with written warnings.
Yeah.
But I can reassure that I will try to be better.
Yeah, but is it also fun or is it also difficult? I mean, personally?
No, personally, I mean, I'm used to change different places. I'm traveling all over the world since 10 years. I lived in Germany 5 years, so I'm getting used with the food, with the habits of the people in the US. I like fishing. Connecticut is a very nice place to fish. Brown trouts. And so I cannot complain about this situation.
Fantastic. Good to see you.
Okay,
Thank you
good
very
to see
much.
you.